Have you ever read or encountered a quote that literally changed your philosophy about life? Guess what happened to me a few years ago when I read this quote by an unknown author. And it said, if you were to share the wealth of the world equally amongst all men, before long, that money will be back in the same few pockets. I mean, that shook me. Because what it told me was that the rich will continue to be rich because they will attract the riches, and the poor will continue to be poor because they will spend everything that they have on probably things that they don't need. So spending can be a real issue that maintains people poor. So in this video, I'm going to share some ideas about how we can maximize our spending so that we are not in financial jeopardy. So my name is Narcisse Kwamen. I am a certified coach with the Maxwell Leadership Team. And my hope with this platform is to share ideas and information from the books that I am reading or the books that I have read to help us all in our growth journey and to become the best version of ourselves. So like I was saying a minute ago, spending can be a real issue. It depends on what you spend. It depends on what we spend our money on. But spending can be a real issue. Growing up, our parents told us a story that I still like and that I still tell my friends or my children, by the way, is someone who was tasked to go to the stream and fetch water for someone in the village. And they would hand him literally a basket, which means that there were holes in the basket to go and get the water. What would happen is each time the person would go to the stream, the water would be there. He gets the water, but he'll be unable to get to the village with the water because of the leaks. The water will literally leak itself out of the basket, and there was no way to contain that water in that basket. Although this is a story that may make us all laugh, but it tells a revealing story about our attitude towards money. I mean, we all, or some of us, have jobs or businesses and everything. But what happens is, just like that stream, we get the pay, we get the revenue from the activities that we do. But the leaks in our system will not permit us to accumulate the money. And the leaks is what I call reckless spending. Like just spending money on everything, money on anything, without a clear strategy. And at the end, there is one interesting thing actually that I usually hear is, where did the money go? I know I had money, but where did it go? Where did it go? Many people ask that. The reason people ask where did the money go is there was no clear strategy about how to optimize spending. And you know what happens? If you have money without a clear strategy, definitely it will find a way to leak itself out of your pocket. So the first thing to do is to find a way to stop the leak. And stopping the leak is identifying it, stitching it, closing it up so that it may contain more money. And yeah, like I said, there is a reason why people have leaks and there is a reason why people spend recklessly. And I discovered that it is also rooted in our attitudes and our philosophy about money. And some of these philosophies are misconceptions that are also rooted in the way we were brought up. So that also has gotten to be discovered and addressed. Let me share you some 2 or 3 misconceptions that I had when I was growing up. The first misconception is that I am not obliged to save money because my salary or my income is not enough. Huge mistake. The second misconception that I had is because my income is low, I should spend everything that I earn. And the third misconception that I had is that budgeting is not important. That is old school. And I can guarantee you, at some point as well, was not being able to spending more than what I had. So those 4 things kept me down for some time. But today I want to encourage you in these very, very trying times that the world is going through right now. I mean, literally in every country of the world, inflation is up. Inflation being up means that people's disposable income is going to be down. So down more than ever, we need a disciplined approach towards management of personal finances. And here are the two things that I would suggest so that we all get in the category of those who don't spend recklessly and uselessly to be among those who actually accumulate a bit of money. So the two things that I would suggest is one, budgeting. You cannot underestimate the value of budgeting. And then people will go like, what do you mean budgeting? That is old school. I don't have the time to budget. I don't have the time to do so. But what you're basically saying is you don't have the time to accumulate your hard-earned income. I mean, you probably work 8 hours a day to earn what you earn. So you could spare 30 minutes a day to draft a budget and follow up that budget. It is not just lining up some figures together, but in simple terms, having a budget literally means you telling the money that you earn how it is supposed to be used, rather than using it as things come up. So it is you having a strategy, a well thought out plan about how you intend to use the money that you earn on important things, not just on the things that you want, but on the things that are really, really, really important to you. The second thing is spending. Like, you really need to sit down right now and think about the things that you spend your money on and ask yourself some tough questions. Are they just fancy things? Are they just things that satisfy your want? Or are there things that will help you to achieve the goal that you have set for yourself and your family? Which really requires a clear, thought out strategy about how to go about it. Asking tough questions will help. Asking those difficult questions will help guide you in this process. What are you trying to achieve for yourself and your family? What are you trying to realize? What are your goals? Then how can that money help you achieve your goals? I said two things, but I can add a third one, like savings. Yeah, savings. You'll be surprised at the staggering percentage of people who don't systematically save a portion of what they earn. And you also, hear observations like, "Oh, my income is not enough," or "There are many people that that are under me that I do help, so I don't have enough money in the end to save." Gross mistake. What I learned from that quote that I shared with you in the beginning is, no matter your responsibility, no matter the income that you have, no matter the level of income that you have to make it an obligation to save a portion of it. That is fundamental. That is a law that everyone should abide by, no matter the amount. But you should make an effort of saving a portion of it. What I'll do is I plan to discuss this further in maybe a video where I'll really take time to describe the process of going through a budget, so that it can help people to simplify that process and help you in that respect. So three things to remember in this video in these very trying times is how to budget, the importance of budgeting, control your expenses, your spending, and three, be sure to save money. So thank you for staying to the end. If you've not yet subscribed to this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you have some suggestions, go ahead and share them in the comment section. In the meantime, take care, God bless you, and see you in our next video. Bye bye.